Hey Scorpio, hopefully the sound quality is a little bit better now. Quality was a little bit fuzzy. I think it's because of the fan, so I switched the camera around and hopefully we got that whole situation solved. But if not, I will speak a little bit louder just to make sure you guys can hear me. What's going on? I know that there's been a lot of energy kind of surging through the collective because of this retrograde season that we're currently in. Although Mercury is direct, which, you know, we all know about the much anticipated Mercury in retrograde. Mercury is direct, so it's normal now, but there still are very many planets that are retrograde, which is still making it so that we have to take this time in order to sort of review what it is that, you know, these planets represent, whether it's foundations, whether it's love. Venus is getting ready to go retrograde or what have you. So in our lives at large, it feels like hurry up and stop, hurry up and wait energy, kind of. But I hope, you know, this video is finding you all well and that we can go ahead and see, hi Maurice, what energies we have going for September 2018. Let's go ahead and get right into this reading. So if you want to center in with me, just breathe a little bit deeply. We're going to ask Spirit to deliver us the messages for Scorpio 2018. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Spirit, what messages does Scorpio need to know in order to move forward in their highest good, along their highest path? What does Scorpio need to know for 2018? Okay, so I got one card so far and I want to pull about 9 cards, so just give me a little minute. Actually, why is my camera so close right now? I feel like it's all up in my, y'all all up in my grill. Like, I don't know, whatever, it is what it is. Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know for September 2018? All right, let's lay these cards out, honey. So something's going on. There's some sort of, let me move this actually. There's too much on my desk. Some sort of friction in place because you have the 5 of air. So this talks about like people around you, you not being certain about what their motives are. You're almost in a little bit of a fog of confusion. Yeah, and it's I want you to be more so objective about the situation. Remove your emotions from the situation. You also have the King of Water, which lets me know that, yeah, it's time for you to be more mature about your feelings and emotions. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, y'all just seen all my mess. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to subject y'all to that, but my charger's attached and it kind of swung over. But anyway, yeah, you're being asked to be your most mature self at this point because you have the King of Water. And the way he processes and deals with his emotions, the emotional currents that, you know, Scorpio, let me just start here. I always say, Cancer being the first water sign is the crab. They're right on the shore of the water. The water being emotions, relatability, things actually connecting in a way that is unseen, but is definitely felt, is true, is valid, but it's more of a, like I said, an unseen sort of connecting factor. Fulfillment, things like that. Sorrow, any emotions that you could feel, right? So the Cancer, the crab, is sort of like on the shore, able to dip into the water when they want to, and they're also able to retreat when they get tired of that whole shit, when they get tired of being taken under by their emotions, right? They go and they hide. Pisces is in the water, like waiting on the water. People keep texting me, waiting on the water, just like out at sea, going wherever the water takes them. Scorpio is underneath the ocean, down in the depths, to the point where, like, we've never even been before. We don't have submarines that can go as deep, like deep enough to reach where the Scorpio lies. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if the water is emotion, you guys exist in the darkest parts of that. And so when it's good, it's great from a Scorpio. When a Scorpio loves you, when a Scorpio is in, you know what I'm saying, cahoots with you, it's great. It's a beautiful thing. But when a Scorpio is, you know, in a situation where, you know, you're in opposition to them, they can get real grimy, and it can get very deep. And I know that you guys feel the emotions that you feel, like, to a level that if you don't have heavy Scorpio placements, you just do not understand. You don't have the capability, girl. You don't have the range. Do you hear me? So with that being said, like I said, there's some sort of friction that's going on here, and the people around you, you kind of looking at them like, and they looking at you like, and y'all looking at each other like, I don't know what your motives are, because you could be telling me one thing and doing something else. But at this point, you're being asked to sort of take the higher emotional role and not be queen or king petty. Because the king of water wouldn't do that. He is that Scorpio energy that's just loving, more so nurturing and mothering, and that understands depth and understands emotions to the point where he can feel other people and be there for other people and be the supportive, what does it say, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. Falling in love, the need to balance emotions, the balance. This is what I'm kind of getting at. I need y'all, let me step back away. I need y'all to balance your emotions a little bit more. And also you guys have the 7 of earth, so I feel like you have seeds well planted. I don't know what the objective is for you guys, but whatever it is that you're feeling like you're not seeing the results from as quickly as you might like, know that the universe is saying that your endeavors are actually well placed, and that the things that you want are gonna take time in order to come into. Right now, I also want to know, I don't know why I keep thinking about Saturn. I believe Saturn is retrograde right now. You know, and I know that there's a lot of karmic energy going on, so we're all, not just you, but everybody is experiencing this period where we're sort of reaping what we're sowing. The things that we speak are coming into fruition a lot faster than what we thought, and yet and still we're being required to do the work in order to create foundations, right? Because Saturn is foundation. But also in the meantime, in between time, we're reaping the karma from the seeds that we planted many moons ago. So at this point, if you feel like you've been a great person, you've done nothing but, you know what I'm saying, really been genuine in helping people and not necessarily doing it only for your own gain, but more so to see other people succeed and to, you know, be of service in some type of way, that will come back around to you. The proof is in the pudding. But if you've been more so self-serving in your endeavors and things like that, expect the reaper to come get what's owed to him. You see what I'm saying? So with this 5 of air, there's a lot of, I don't know, I just sense like a lot of friction between you and people around you, regardless of what it is that you're trying to build. And I'm not saying that what you're trying to build is not going to come into fruition, but take that higher ground, take that higher road. Don't give in to the pettiness. That's really what I'm seeing. Right here we have balance. You guys are a very powerful sign. Your energy is very, very potent. It packs a really big punch. And I feel like with this balance card, you're being asked to know when to go with that punch and know when to like retreat, fall back a little bit, because you are being asked to compromise a bit. You're being asked to compromise. You have the 2 of water, which talks about a relationship in which you're able to grow closer to somebody else via forgiveness, compromise, those the same words I keep using, those emotional words that bring you closer to people and not further away from people. This is about identifying with your tribe, with your group, right? You also have the 3 of earth, which talks about really figuring out who you are and what your value is and what you have to offer the world and situations and people and things like that. There's a lot of earth actually going on in your reading, and your reading is kind of sporadic and a little bit everywhere. But what I will say is the money thing, like you're putting steps in line to actually gain from all of your efforts that you've been putting forth. You got the 10 of earth, which talks about a very, very happy home life. It talks about financial security, finding magic in the little things in life, which is like the people that we surround ourselves with, the relationships that we can cultivate with people, the genuine reciprocity between, you know, the give and take of relationships. You also have the 9 of earth, which talks about like growing an empire all on your own, understanding like what it takes to actually be the nurturer of, you know, they say the grass is greener on the other side. No, the grass is greener where you water it. It's absolutely greener. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's absolutely greener where you water it. And so this paired with the 7 of earth is letting me know that it's definitely, you've already been putting in footwork like times a million. And so at this point, it's just about not falling out of line with that, remaining balanced in your, you know what I'm saying, in your efforts and everything, and not getting out of whack, not getting tyrannical, not looking at this situation, because it's in the center of your reading. That's why I keep referring to this 5 of air, but not looking at this situation as a chance to like go after people or be, I don't know, this is a heavy energy with this. It's like a cutting energy, like backstabbing, like you just want to win by any means necessary, and you will forsake anybody on your way to get there. Like, it's okay to cut people and shit like that when you're doing big shit, because I feel like you are doing big things. You do feel supported. You feel hella supported. You feel hella in control right now. And that's like the Scorpio. Damn, that, like I said, that's the best place for the Scorpio to be, via this King of Water. You feel in control, but at the same time, don't allow that emotional control of yourself, because you are an emotional person, right? Don't allow that sense of like, that sense of control, like the power that comes with it, to push you to the point of being nasty to people that don't deserve it, or being nasty to people that are around you. Just, I don't know, an unwise choice is what it says. Learn what you can from the situation, review everyone's motives, everyone, including you. And maybe there's people around you, this could be you or another person, that are like plotting against you, or like looking at the situation, trying to figure out how they can cut you at the knees and take, you know, if it's a gunfight, they trying to click the shit out you and take your gun from you so they can have extra ammo. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's you're that one that's doing that to other people. So don't be that person. Also, you have the 9 of Air, which makes me feel like this energy is keeping you up at night. This energy is making you feel almost like a little bit paranoid, but it's really about, it's really more so like you're paranoid. You're bringing that paranoia onto yourself. It's not coming from another person per se. And this is where I'm saying this karma keeps coming up into my head. Like, if you know you've done something in the past that hasn't been rectified, and you're like thinking about how the situation might play out, even though you're planting your seeds and you're doing you, because Scorpio is always gonna do them, honey. In the light, in the darkness, in the daytime, in the nighttime, whether times is good, whether times is bad, Scorpio is going to do them. And Scorpio is always on a quest for power. And a lot of times Scorpios are very, very interested in business and things like that, or people, relations. But they get in positions of power to where they can control people. That's where you guys feel the most comfortable. But what I'm telling you now is like balance with that. You know what I'm saying? Release a little bit. Don't get too caught up in that. I feel like y'all need more cards. This reading is sort of like, it's not giving me enough. Spirit, can you give me some clarity on this thing? Can you give me some clarity on this Scorpio reading? See, these cards are like, pick me, pick me. Give me some clarity on this Scorpio reading. You guys need to have fun. You guys need to get out here, loosen up just a little bit. I feel like maybe you've been working very, very hard. And like, honestly, on the path to success, sometimes you got to cut motherfuckers at the knees. Like, sometimes you have to. And so if you, with your personality or with your sign, I don't know, you guys, you know, this is a general reading, but with your sign, sometimes, like I said, the acquisition of power can be something that is very consuming. It takes up your whole life. Almost. It's something you have to be worried about all the time. At least you feel like you have to be worried about it all the time. But right now, I need you to nurture yourself. I need you to really come to terms with like where you are as a person, where you are with yourself emotionally, what your like immediate surroundings are looking like, and like, are you happy? My nigga, are you happy with what you see? Are you happy with where you are? Are you happy with what you've created with yourself? And how can you better, like I said, nurture yourself to become the person that you truly wish to be, to become the person that you really want to be, so that you can get this 10 of Earth, so you can get this happy ending at the end of it all. But the only way that comes is if you actually balance out. You can't just like wish to control everybody else but not control yourself, right? Self-control. I'm feeling like almost like the devil energy with that 5 of Air, which is like being bound to certain things, like temptation, or, you know, it's the easy way, or it's the way that satiates a need in you that's very carnal, right? But like I said, take the higher road when it comes to these things, because you are much purer than that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to let the world kind of make you grimy. Spirit, any other messages for Scorpio for the month of September 2018 that they need to know in order to travel along their highest path? This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What does Scorpio need to know for September 2018 in order to travel along their highest path? Yeah, I feel like that's it. Spirit is like, nope, no more messages. Take care of yourself, okay? Take care of others. If you can't take care of the people around you, it's best if you just leave them motherfuckers be. Because right now you're coming into certain partnerships. You're coming into certain, like I said, people who will be able to balance you out. People who will be able to help you hone your emotions so that you can use your emotions for good and not for evil. All right, Scorpio, that's all I have for you. If you guys would like a personal reading with me, you can always obtain one of those. All you have to do is email me at nellforhighvibe@gmail.com. Let me know what type of reading you want. I do tarot readings. I do astrological readings. We can talk about love. We can talk about life. We can talk about purpose. Whatever you want to talk about, I will help you with a reading. We just need to kind of talk it out, solidify it, get that paid for, scheduled, and I'll get that out to you. As well, make sure you follow me on social media. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr as Nell Nicole, NELLENICHOLE. Make sure you check out nellnicole.com as well to see all my music and keep updated with everything I have going on. Scorpio, I love you guys. Make sure you check out your sign or your reading for your sun, moon, and rising signs to get a better, accurate description of like all the energies you're going to be looking at for September. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.